Welcome back, everybody, to FS25 Riverbend Springs. So I am seeding my other fields right now, and you might be asking, what are you seeding those for? So I've been thinking about it a little bit. I think I'm going to just make all three fields grass for now. And despite wasting a little bit of money on it, I think I'm going to get rid of my harvester and just start out this save with just grass. Now I'm probably going to do just that field or one of the fields with hay for the cows. And then the other two fields will just be silage to sell and make a little bit of money that way. I don't really want to have to rely on contracts for too much of it, although to get some of the equipment I might have to. But yeah, I think that's the plan, and then I can go on to other crops and things like that later on. So so I have a worker working on this right now. And actually what I'm going to do is I also need to get another tractor. And I need a lot of things. And I think, you know, even though I won't get what I paid for it for this, I think the best move is to sell all three of these things. Just because I don't think they're going to be worth it for a little while. They are nice and cheap to get later on down the line, but selling them now will help me get some of the stuff I need for grass without having to just make you guys watch me do contract after contract. Now I am going to do some this month. I know where I'm going. Yeah. So yeah, I am going to do some contracts this month just to get some of the equipment, because I need, let's see, what do I need? I need a, you know, most important for grass is mower. So I need a mower. I need to try to get one that my current tractor can handle, of course. I either need to get a mower that can do the windrowing for me, which I don't think I can do with the size tractor I have, but I'll check. If not, I can just get a windrower. That won't be a huge deal. And then I need something to pick it up. So I could get something like forage pickup, but then I can't really make silage out of it. So I'm probably going to have to get a baler. And as much as I would like to get a square baler, because it just makes it a little easier, I think I'll have to get a round one that can do the wrapping as well, because the square balers usually require stronger tractors. So stronger tractor would be very useful to get early on too, but we'll see what we can get with how much money I have. I did take out the rest of my loan, so this 35,000 is what I have to work with at the moment. So that way we can see what we can get. But I think I'm going to focus on the motor first and see what options we have. I just drive right past the store. I think I did. I haven't played this in a while, so I apologize for anyone watching the videos, but trying to get back into it and remember what I'm doing. Oh, and I probably don't need that either. Yeah. Where do you sell? I don't know if I've ever sold anything. Is it over here? Oh yeah, it's over here. You bring it to the store, it usually, at least in FS22, you get more money out of it. So actually, before I forget, yeah, so I don't need this either. That's sitting over there. I don't want to have to pick it up, so I'm just going to sell it. And then sell these. Condition should be pretty much good, so or repaint them just because. All right. Okay, so we have some money to work with now. That is good. So let's look at let's see. So the biggest thing we want to get is going to be a baler. Balers. Let's look at square balers for now. So that's the super small one. I don't want that. Honestly, these are cheaper than I was thinking they would be. Of course, this is what I would like to get because it's red. I need 275 horsepower. What's this one? 195. Okay. We're close to this. Ours is 160. That's not bad. I mean, it would probably be able to pull it just a little slow. So yeah, we could probably get this coon. Obviously, the 20. I'm gonna hold off on this for a second though. I don't want to spend all my money on a baler and have no mower. That'll probably be what we're looking for to get. Oops. Okay, so I know this combination. This has the swapping, so it'll push everything to the swath, so that way I wouldn't have to get a windrower. This by itself needs 220 though, so that's pretty substantial. This only needs 120 with the front, so 180. That's more doable. I think we'll probably have to go with the coon for this as well. I like having the front and back because it just makes the cutting so much quicker. So actually, that is very cheap as well. I'm gonna get these. I think that's the way to go. Okay, and actually, I want to look a little bit more at the store, but since I know I'm gonna need some money, I'm gonna get some workers going on some. Let's see. No wood. Don't like those. Could do plowing, maybe. These are harvesting. Yeah, parsnips. I don't want to do. I want to do root crops, so I have to do that by hand. That one's pretty good, sorghum. I've also learned playing around in a different series that peas usually pay pretty well, but it takes a long time. I don't know if it's just the size of the equipment. It just takes forever. I don't know about green beans. So yeah, there's a green beans. I don't know if that takes as long. It's a small field anyways. I think I'm going to take this one though. It's going to be quite a bit for traveling. But that's okay. So let's go ahead and borrow. And then could do some fertilizing. I'm going to do some cultivating. Are any of these close? I'm going to take this, borrow items. Then also take this one and not borrow. Go do that one first. Okay. And this goes with the cultivating, I'm pretty sure. Let's see where we have to go. Oh, okay, they're pretty close. Where am I going? I'm running in circles. That's what I'm doing. Actually, let's just have the AI get there. destination. I'm going to do 32 first. Okay. Starts going. Maybe. There he goes. Cool. Sorry. Alright. Get this guy going. Is there no trailer? I guess not. Or is it one of those that's attached? Oh, it is. Oh, jeez. It's okay, it'll flip over when I... Okay, we'll figure this out. Move this guy out of the way. Have him go down to the field. Okay. Unreachable. Cool. Yep, there it goes. Alright. We will get them there. Go there. Did I do that with the wrong one? Maybe. Target is unreachable. Let's try again. And go. Okay. I'm just going to drive it down. It's actually not that far. Okay, so just going to think out loud a little bit. So we have a mower. We can get a stronger tractor. That would be a bonus, but not needed. I only have 156,000. So even with these contracts, I don't think we're get to that point. There's no point in getting another tractor at this point, in my opinion, if it's going to be weaker. So I want to make sure it's definitely stronger, above 200 preferably. And that'll just help us moving on down the long run. So hopefully I only have to do a few years of silage making, and then we should have some money to potentially buy some more fields and move on from there. The only issue is I won't really have straw for the cows, which I think will be okay at the beginning. But we can, I think we could deal with that. We should get some money from the cows as well, from their milk. Another thing I need is to pick up bales. I do have a auto load mod because, as another YouTuber I watch says, this is not forklift simulator. This is farming simulator, and I have tried to work with the forklifts, and I 100% agree with him. It is just not worth it. I get the auto load. It's fine. Sorry if you don't like it, but it's what I'm doing. So, no. That. Check to see. So headlands, yes. Headlands first, yes. Okay. Go ahead. I get this guy out of the road. So there's greenery. We can get out of the way. Oh, what is that? What can you buy here? Oh, water. Oh, that's cool. You can buy water at the water tower. Who would have thought? Alright. You could have gotten around there, car, but whatever. Get you started. So I like to do the headlands first. Sometimes it doesn't auto choose that for whatever reason, but that's just what I like to do. So I always have them do the headlands first. Oh, you done? Is it seated? Yeah, all grass. Right, get him going on the other. So I am going to have to. So they are limed. We're only at a 50% yield bonus. That's fine. Gonna have to fertilize and roll. Just not too bad. I have the roller and I have the spreader. So keep going on this field. Looks good. Okay, let's go. Okay, while you're doing that, let's look at. I feel like I'm all over the place. I apologize for that. A little bit of a change in plan. I think it'll work out so that I don't have to do too many contracts. So hopefully, just for curiosity, let me look at tractors just to know what I'm working up towards. Ooh, I like this one. A little weak. Okay, so no small tractors. We need a medium. This one can go up to 210. Get the case for. Oh yeah, that'll be a really strong one. It's not super expensive, to be honest. I do like the McCormick. I've had that before. Really, really powerful too. Okay, so I'm looking in the ballpark of like 250 odd thousand. Get the Voltra. That looks pretty cool. That's a nice cheaper version for just over 200 horsepower. I could always start with the 210 and upgrade later. I think that would be better than going for that one that only goes up to 210. So, okay, so balers. I don't think I have enough. No, I don't have enough for the baler. But I think I am going to get this one. I'm also going to need a bale wrapper. So that makes, what sizes? Up to 180 to 240. So I need to make sure I get a wrapper that does up to. Is this a square? Oh, these two do square. I don't want this one. This is stationary. Where we get the king? And it does square up to 220. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this. What color do I want? I want black. I want red, but that's fine. Purchase. Okay, so now we need to know, we need to get to 164 before we can buy the baler. So that way I know how many contracts I need to do. Oh, I also need a windrower. Honestly, this one is really good. So I think I'm going to get this one. Okay, so we need about 75, 77 more thousand-ish. We're just up to 85 more thousand before I can get the baler, which I think we can do. These contracts will give us about 20,000. It's not too bad. A little more than that. So, okay, let's check on you. If you're getting up there, so let's go get some of your crop. Where are you at? I think this is getting dropped off up at the grain mill. I did see someone using a mod, which is like a bale storage mod. I might look into that, and I think it's very useful. It's like an automatic drop off. You just drop it off in the location, and it like sorts it and stacks them for you, and then you can pull them out whenever they become silage. So pretty useful. I might look into getting something like that as I'm running over signs. I'll get out of your way. Closer to you. Still doing headlands. We're also still doing headlands. Yeah, it'll be very useful when I get another tractor, because waiting for the one tractor to be done every single time, yeah, it's slow. Yeah, so I need to, yeah, I already talked about that. Also next month, for all 3 of these fields, I need to make sure I fertilize again so I can get the full effect. Cows, I'm pretty sure I just bought them, but I think they're good. I can look. Yeah, so they have water. They have the meadow grass to eat. And they're not grown up yet, so they're not producing milk anyways, but eventually I'll have to move them over. I don't know how you move. Probably need to get a no manure slurry tank nearby. Okay, I might have to work on those. I don't have any I don't have a straw to give them to make manure anyways, so it's not a huge deal, but I might need to build a slurry tank. Look at silos. Pensions? Oh yeah, manure heap. Liquid manure. How big is that? Yeah. I would have to cut into the field a little bit. It's not ideal, but yeah, it either overlaps or is too far, of course. Okay, I have to think about this a little bit. I really don't want to have to cut trees down. Losing out on liquid manure at the beginning is fine, to be honest, though, so I'm not too worried about it. See it. Let's fill up. Is he doing the back and forths already? Or is he just driving around? Looks like he's just driving around. Interesting. are you going, bud? Just waiting to see where he goes. Okay. Whatever works. I haven't really done sorghum very much. Just feel like out of all the, I mean, you get good, like, it's got a good ratio for flour, but other than that, I mean, you don't get any straw from it, so most of the time it just feels kind of not worth it. I don't know. Now, it's already empty. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in there. I might let some of these contracts and things run a little bit longer and get kind of further along in the field, and then bring you guys back for some, you know, continue along. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Have a good one.